What's up? My name is Ken and I help small content creators make easy and efficient cinematic content for their personal brands. Today I'll be going through how I went from spending over 5 hours to edit cinematic videos to less than 30 minutes. And the editing software that I'll be using is CapCut Desktop, which is one of the most efficient video editing softwares out there. First things first is B-roll footage. What I found the most helpful is to always have a shit ton of B-roll saved in a folder, in a big ass folder. This will come in handy every time you need extra footage in your content. So I name each folder and file so that I know what shots are what, so I can simply just import it into my editing timeline. Every time you film new footage, don't delete it, okay? Just save it into your B-roll folder. It's so useful for efficient editing, for both long form and short form videos. And a bonus trick is to color grade all of your B-roll footage so that you don't need to do it again after importing your clip into your timeline. For example, once you've filmed, go ahead and edit the color for that footage and then save it into your folder so that once you import it into another future video, then it's already color corrected. You don't have to do it again. Now we're going to move on to CapCut and I'll show you all the shortcuts that I used to make my process so much more faster. First of all, Q and W is used to cut the front end and the back end of your clip. For example, if I select this part of my clip and press the Q on my keyboard, the front part of my clip is cut out. If I press W on my keyboard, then this entire part will cut. Boom. And that is extremely, bro, if you can use those two keys, because those two keys are actually next to each other on the keyboard, then man, editing becomes so much more fun and so much faster. The next shortcut is, let's say I select here. If you press the up arrow on your keyboard, it goes to the front of the clip, front end of your clip. If you press the down arrow, it's going to go to the end of your clip. So when you have lots of clips pushed together like this, then you could just boom, 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 down arrow, up arrow, and there. You can skip it like that, right? The next shortcut is zooming in on your timeline, which is possible by holding the command button on your keyboard and just scrolling using your scroll mouse. So that it zooms in and zooms out, right? Not sure what it is on Windows, but for Mac, it is command. Let's say this is my main talking head footage, right? Let's cut all of this out. Now, let's say I have a talking head clip right like this, right? If I wanted to add B-roll, I would put it on top. For example, I just dragged and imported this B-roll clip on here. Your B-roll clip should be inserted above your talking head clips. Okay, so it's easier for you to manage. You don't have to put it in between or anything, cut out the audio. No, just put it on top. That's it. The talking head audio here, when it goes to the different clip, it won't change. Okay, as long as you have your B-roll on mute, which I already have because I edited all of them. Now, in terms of effects and transitions, CapCut has plenty of free ones. My go-to ones are Glare, which looks like this. Like that. I also like to do pull out and pull in as well. I also sometimes do color glitches, and you can also adjust the duration of your effects so that it's faster or slower, okay, according to your pacing. The best effects that encapsulate that cinematic vibe is obviously the black fade. Now I do this with fade in, which is right here underneath the animations tab. I usually do fades 0.5 seconds or 1 second or even more sometimes, and I obviously do fade outs at the end of each and every one of my videos. So right here. I reckon this glare effect and this black fade effect is probably the most cinematic effects or free effects in CapCut. It's like that. And that, right? For short form videos, I like to have a little really fast paced effect at the first millisecond of my short. So for example, just go to animations and I would probably choose rock horizontally and I would change the duration to 0.2. And then it'll look like this when it starts, like that. So when people scroll, it has that effect and it's like, oh wow, cool. The next trick is auto captions. Instead of writing each and every sentence for subtitles, generate auto captions on CapCut. There's plenty of other editing softwares that are probably offering this as well, not just CapCut, but in my opinion, CapCut is the best one and stands out the most. So what you want to do is go to the text tab right here and go to auto captions and then click generate and then just wait for it to load. Once you have it, there you go. You have your captions. And when you edit your font, when you edit the color of your text, just make sure it's selected to apply to all, right? If you're a small creator with less than 1,000 followers or subscribers and you're struggling to make cinematic videos using the lack of equipment that you have, then you can join me inside my creator community. Inside, I will teach you how to make your content creation process easy and consistent to the point where people say all of these things about you. I want people to call you underrated. I want people to say that your video is insanely edited, high quality videos, and that they expect this to be viral. I want this to go viral, right? I want these types of compliments for small creators like you, and you can do that by joining inside my creator community, which is in the link in the description below.